Hello and welcome to Serious About Rugby League. I'm Joe Needley, and in this video I'm going to be previewing this weekend's action from the Betfred Championship. Now straight into the games. First up we've got Toulouse Olympique, who are currently top of the league, against the Batley Bulldogs. Now Toulouse have obviously had the superior history in the last 10 meetings down here. They would be favoured for this game. I mean, they're a full-time outfit. They've got history on the side, as I just mentioned there, full-time. Home advantage as well, playing in the south of France. And even then, you've got plenty of players here wanting to reach milestones. You've got Will Bartel. He's one away from 150 career appearances. 50th for Toulouse this weekend, should he get out on the field. Mark Carella as well, points machine. I mean, only needs 3 points to reach 1,500 for the club. So they've got all that to play for as well. So Toulouse, they tick all the boxes. It's them for me. Next up could be a rather fierce one. We've got Featherstone Rovers, who have started really well too, against the Swinton Lions, who've been rather plucky opposition despite their off-field worries. Featherstone, home advantage and all, scoring plenty of points, even doing well in the Challenge Cup. And then they blitzed London last week, whereas the Swinton Lions struggling somewhat, but they have picked up a couple of wins, so I won't count them out fully just yet. They should go to Featherstone and produce some good stuff, similar to what Barrow did. However, Featherstone, they've still got the experience. They've even got some Super League players in their sides, for former Super League players now with respect, such as Craig Hall, Brett Ferris as well. And they do have the better attackers as well as the experience as well. So I'm going to go with Featherstone Rovers on this one. Home advantage. They do tick more boxes than Swinton. I don't think it'll be a hammering, unlike the last time Swinton went there, when Featherstone put 66 past them. I don't think that's going to happen. If it does, then so be it. But I think it'll be a tough effort, this, but Featherstone for me. Next up sees two old rivals clash in the Leigh Centurions at home against Halifax. Now Leigh, a game in hand on Toulouse, who are top. Leigh are currently second with 3 wins from 3. And of course their Challenge Cup triumph as well, as they travel to Hull Kingston Rovers. But more on that next week. Leigh, they do have the better history of meetings. I mean, Halifax, they've... well, the last time they defeated Leigh, of course, it was only last season at the Shea. Well, they've won back-to-back meetings at the Shea, in fairness. However, Leigh, they have won more meetings in total in the last 10. Home advantage as well, and they've started better. They'll have better confidence in them. Okay, Halifax would have got some back after defeating York. I mean, Halifax, they exited the Challenge Cup against Sheffield, then they got the win against York. But Leigh, they're just favoured, I mean, really. I mean, the fact is they've won more games. They're higher in the league. They're at home as well. It's going to be Leigh for me, because I think John Duffy's side, they really mean business this season. They want to get back up to Super League. And even though it wasn't too long ago when they were in their meltdown, they've really recovered well. So Leigh are going to get this one. Next up could be a bit of a tricky one to call. We've got Oldham, who have, even though they're not winless, they're at home as well. And it always can be a bit tricky to go to, can Bauer fold. Against the Dewsbury Rams, who actually picked up an impressive win against the Widnes Vikings last time out. The history of meetings, it's sort of a funny one. I mean, both sides have exchanged wins against one another. And then you get Liam Finn, who needs 2 tries for 150 to his career. I mean, he's 1 off 50 for the Dewsbury Rams actually, in his 2 spells. With Dewsbury, they have got not only Liam Finn, they've got Paul Sykes as well. Adam Radu scoring quite well too. Don't count out Oldham, they've got a few good forwards in there, as well as the likes of Dan Abram, who scores plenty of points. But Dewsbury with Paul Sykes and Finn is a very experienced combination. They are playing the better attacking rugby, in fairness. I think this will be a close one, but I do think Dewsbury, they're going to go there across the Pennines and they're going to edge it. Now next up sees the Widnes Vikings take on Whitehaven. Now many years ago, these two sides played off in a semi-final to try and get to a grand final, and the winner faced Hull Kingston Rovers. That was all the way back in 2006, I should say, nearly 05, so nearly got corrected there. But back then, Widnes came undone. We've moved on a lot since then. And Widnes, they do have the better history of meetings. I mean, after all, the last time these two sides played, though, was a full 10 years ago in the Championship. Widnes did the double over them that year, though. and the year before that. So the fact is here. Oh no, sorry, Widnes did defeat them twice in 09, but Whitehaven did get a win in Cumbria. But this isn't in Cumbria, this is at Widnes, and the Vikings, they've still got a lot of players in there who've played Super League Rugby. Whitehaven, they're still winless, and their heavy defeat to Toulouse last time out, that can't have done their confidence any good. They're still finding their feet, Whitehaven, but I bet people were wondering, when's that first win going to come? Well, I don't think it's going to come this weekend. Widnes, home advantage, they'll really want to get back onto form. They want to bounce back after their defeat at Dewsbury, and I think they're going to. They've got the better attack, they've got the more experience in their side, and of course, home advantage. It's Widnes for me. Now, the next up could be the trickiest game to call this weekend. We've got the Bradford Bulls against the Sheffield Eagles. Now, Bradford Bulls, and of course this is live on the Our League app as well. Bradford Bulls, it is a tricky one to call, this one. Of course, they got through in the Challenge Cup and they defeated Oldham last week. But Sheffield, though, I mean, they've started to hit a bit of form. They got their cup win and they won themselves last time out. Their narrow golden point win at Batley Bulldogs. See, both sides, I think they're in a bit of a similar situation in fairness. Okay, Bradford have won more games and they've got the home advantage, if you can call the Tetley Stadium home. But the thing is with John Keir's side, they never know when they're beaten. They've got quite an impressive array of youngsters in there as well. So Bradford, they've got that healthy mix of experience and youth in their side. Sheffield still finding their feet. 2 narrow wins. Some could say scrappy wins, but wins regardless. But I can't really see past another Bradford win here. I think John Keir, he really knows how to get the best out of a side, as we've seen throughout his coaching career. And he'll really want to get one over his former club here. So I do think the Bradford Bulls, this will be a tricky one to call. But I do think the Bulls are going to edge it under Keir. Now, last up this weekend, we have got another tricky one, and arguably the pick of the weekend's action. We've got the York City Knights at home against the London Broncos. Now, these two sides just met a couple of weeks back in the Challenge Cup, with York emerging the rather surprising victors. They overturned an early 12-0 deficit to pinch a last-minute thriller down in the capital, with Jimmy Kynors going over to win 24-22. Now, apart from that, though, I mean, York, you see, they've not really started too well. They're attacking. Okay, they've been playing some tough opposition, but last time out against Halifax, I think that might have been Challenge Cup hangover, if anything. Taking nothing away from the Blue and Whites there, I will add. But York, they do have a bit of incentive here. Well, both sides actually do. Matty Marsh, I mean, he needs one appearance for his 100th career one. But then again, Kieran Dixon, 10 points to draw level with Paul Sykes as London Broncos is, all-time points scorer. So it'll be a tricky one. I mean, London, they were on the back of a hiding at home against Featherstone Rovers. That could have been cup hangover as well. And now they're playing each other up at York. So both sides, his form has been rather inconsistent. York have had the trickiest start. They've only won one game. Well, they've only got one win to their name, and that was in the cup. It is a tough one, I will admit. But I do think... See, I'm still deciding here. I do think the London Broncos, though, I've got to favour them. I think it's going to be close yet again, because that's what makes this game and this league so fantastic, that it's a tricky one to call, and hence why later this month it's going to get some recognition on Sky Sports. Funnily enough, at York, when they take on Featherstone, now down at Bootham Crescent, we're led to believe, instead of the community stadium, but more of that to come. I think London are going to favour this. They've got the better attackers in their side, the full-time as well. And Danny Ward's side, they'll really want to bounce back, because they mean business to get back into Super League. And now that they've got their cup hangover out of the way, they don't have the prospect of a Challenge Cup run as well. They can put all their focus onto Super League as well, Super League promotion. And I do think they are going to get the better of York. I mean, not being full-time. Okay, they've got a long trip up north, but the fact is, they'll really want to bounce back. They'll really want to turn it round. They're a full-time side. The superior fitness is there. York will push them closing. It wouldn't surprise me if York do come out on top. but I just can't see past a London win here, so I'm going to go for the Broncos on this one. So those are my 7 winners from round 5 of the Betfred Championship. Hopefully, we're going to get every game underway this weekend because we've got a few games in hand that need to be played. Of course, they'll be played in due course, but yet again, more of that to come. Let us know who you think will win this weekend or who you want to win this weekend. Let us know if you're getting down to a game this weekend as well. So make sure to subscribe to Serious About Rugby League. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and YouTube. You can subscribe and watch all of our videos. I'm Joe Needley and thank you for watching.